Alright, what is up, YouTube? We're coming at you again with some more Kalgara gameplay. Little update. Hit my local tournament, went 2-1. I was actually playing Black Luffy structure deck, 13 or whatever. That deck is fun. You got to try that out. If you want to see a deck tech, leave a comment. We can work that out. All right, let's jump into this. Let me get rid of this big card and pull up the replay. The replay. All right, there we go. And let's get into this. So we get to choose first or second here against Bonnie and against everyone. I want to go first. Okay, mulligan. Didn't like that one. Look at this. Turn 1 yard. If it doesn't have yard, mulligan. If it doesn't have Shura, mulligan. All right, looking at our options here. Grab another ohm. Look at all these ohms. We are going to spam the board, and that's exactly what you want to do against Bonnie. Okay, drops to 1 cost. Okay, honestly, it sucks, but you gotta kill the 1-drop. Like, you don't want to give them free cards. They already broke even on it, right, with their search. So let's kill it. I swing 7. I'm trolling. Swing 6. I just take it. And we hit a Sure out of life. Like, this game is feeling really good. Okay, and we rip a Holly because we want to guarantee this ohm play. And look at that. We're not sending any more like Hollies to the bottom, so we feel good. Okay, 5-drop turn. Like, if you don't know what's going to happen here, think about it. We're going to go 5 drops Wiper, ship upper yard to the bottom, into ohm. Digging for another Holly. 6. He's going to rush Shura. Or the Wiper. Whoops. Okay. Here I'm like, oh, can I take Gadatsu? Actually, I just whiffed Wiper, which is not very common. And we whiffed the ohm too. So if we had done that in the other order, we would have hit. But that's the thing, you're gambling with the top 5 there. Okay, we're just going to keep taking it. We don't care. He freezes Wiper. Look at this. We want to pressure face. Always. He's going to rest one of our dudes. It's going to be this ohm, right? So what can we do? We have triple Norland. We really want to find one of our Kalgaras. Yeah, this is a tough situation. Let's see what happens. Oh, I just swing 7. That's smart. Because I'm not going to Kalgara effect. Swing 5. 5, 5. 5, 7. Ooh, okay, sweet. And we'll leave 1 up for the Earth Won't Lose. We're just going to counter out. We want to preserve board. I think we're going to keep countering. Yeah, look at this. We're going to keep countering because we just want to destroy his board. So obviously we swing the 7. He's going to rest the ohm. Yep, just keep swinging 7s. And then we're going to end on an ohm after swinging Shura. Yep, and we hit a Holly, which is huge. We got to get rid of this Shura. He's got 2 big boys, but we got a lot of counter still. And seeing as this is probably going to be the smallest attack he sends at me, I got to counter out. I'm like, man, I wish I'd hit an upper yard sooner. No trigger. And if he goes Hody here, it doesn't matter. We got the counter. Oh, shoot, we don't. And we died. Oh, okay, wow. See, I keep forgetting that I include losses and wins. All right, that was a crazy game against Bonnie. Wow. All right, let's see the next one. Let's think what could have gone better there. I mean, we really needed to hit our ohm and wiper search. We were just so low on cards. Okay, this is an interesting one. We're against Rebecca. We are going second, which is great. Like, that's the thing, is going first or second feels great in this deck just because of the curve. I like 135 just because that curve is beautiful, but 246 is great as well, especially if you hit the Shura. I just like the first attack. Okay. He Tempest kicked. Weird. Okay, and then we Shura. I'm thinking, what am I gonna do? Well, if you look at our hand, we've got the Ohm play set up with Holly in hand already, which means we go for Wiper, which is weird. I do want to dig for stage so I can get Wiper on Wiper value. You're like, what are you talking Wiper on Wiper value? You play Wiper 4-drop, which lets you search an upper yard, play an upper yard. And then you play Wiper 5-drop, which lets you bottom deck that upper yard and search another Shandoran. So you go plus 1,000,000, you search 1,000,000 cards. If it hits, which your deck is full of hits, so. And look, we hit upper yard, which means we're guaranteed dropping the yard. Yep, Ohm Holly. This is, I mean, we hit the dream curve. Like, he's gonna have a hard time. And then like I just put the cards to the top that I want to see most. So it's like I want to see ace. That's going to the top. And like you dig through your deck enough that you might see those bottom 5 cards. Especially if, look, we're gonna go through 15 in our next turn. Wiper, Wiper, upper yard. And one more of that combo, and we're 30 cards deep, putting that ace as the 8th card. Like, okay, I'm like reading his cards because I have no idea what they do. But like as every matchup, we just swing face. Just put pressure on his life. He hasn't swung at all. Rebecca not being able to attack is like a huge detriment. She's gets the 5 life, which is great and all, but not being able to swing with leader means you cannot control board like you would be able to with other decks. I mean, I think this play is pretty clear. We go, yeah, Wiper to yard. Grab the counter. Grab the Earth Won't Lose. That's such a great card. Grab another Ohm Holly. I like the counter though. Yeah. And then we get to hold that up, and it lets us cheat out the upper yard on their turn, which we have in hand. And look at this, 2K. Our hand is huge. We just searched 3 times in one turn. This deck's so powerful. Okay, I'm like wishing I could grab Gadatsu. And then I just put it to the top and grab a Wiper. 2K counter. That's great. Just swing 5s. Like, oh, and we get gravity bladed. That sucks. Oh, so guys, I already messed up. I was planning on not talking as much as I did in these last couple videos. That way we can just like enjoy the gameplay a little bit, and I can make commentary when we need. Let me know. Do I talk too much? We'll see. Actually, don't say that. I don't need to know that. All right, so I'm like hoping he makes plays to try and control my board by swinging, because then I get Earth Won't Lose value. My opponent is taking their time. Okay, -4. Popping his 1 cost, Rebecca. Yep. Okay, what does he have? Oh my goodness. Oh, okay, we haven't been on 2x speed. That will help a lot. I was like, my plays look fast though, even not on 2x speed, so that's crazy. He's still taking his time. Granted, he's probably playing a harder deck than I am, but whatever. Okay, pops. Tries to swing. Guess what I got for you? The Earth Won't Lose. And I'm going to get another search. I like picking up Hollies. I like picking up counter. Yeah, that's great. 7/7. And we're going to keep countering out. Like, I don't want to lose board here. I got 2k, 1k. And now I'm just going to drop Kalgaras on him. He's putting no pressure on my life. Like, obviously control board. The minus cost is relevant. So I'm hoping that I set up a wiper Kalgara. Like, that's the obvious play. Okay, but I hit the Nolan, so there's a good chance I play that as well. I mean, I just got Kalgaras for days. This board's huge. I don't see how I lose here, unless he's got some disgusting gecko plays. My opponent taking their time. That's okay. See, that could have popped a 1 cost. Okay, the Rebecca value is pretty sick, though. He just keeps drawing cards, right? Popped one of my guys. It's like, I have plenty of life. I'm counting, like, how many 7s can I do? I'm like, wait, he's only got a few cards in his hand? I'm fine with just burning everything out of his hand. Swing 6s and drop the Nolan. He ends up taking it, though, and I just go for game, right? Like, yeah, that was a good game. GG's. It's on to the next one. Okay, this one's a fun one. We're playing into Vegapunk, and this time we're going to make sure it's on 2x speed. Okay, here we go. I choose to go first. You don't want to let Vegapunk go first. He gets to drop. He gets to go up a life, like, for free. That's just disgusting. So, yeah, deny that. We had an upper yard, so we kept that hand. Or we mulligan for upper yard. I'm like, man, what does this guy do? 2 life. Everything's a trigger. I'm like, oh, great. Put something that's just going to get played immediately. But I'm like, all right, whatever. It's now or never. Is that a mistake? Leave a comment. I'm not sure. I like being aggressive and keeping his life total low. And I want him to swing into me. Like, I need the cards. And I get advantage from that eventually. So now I'm feeling really bad, though. He drops this egghead stage, and every time he swings with his blocker, he just gets to restand it. It's crazy. Okay, but I have the dream 5-drop play, Wiper Ohm, and I top deck a Holly, so I'm gonna hit. Pick up 2k counter. No brainer. Put the ace at the top. Man, at the end of this video, though, we're gonna have the deck list. It's updated from the last one. You know, we're always messing with the numbers. We whiffed the Ohm right there. Sucks, but we still got a Holly in hand, so. Here we go. Vegapunk built a board. I'm still not worried, though. My hand's massive. And then, like, Gadatsu's never gonna be relevant, by the way. He drops Jewelry Bunny. I'm like, okay, I am blocking out everything because I do not. I don't want to give him free cards. I'm like, I gotta remove this Bonnie. And he goes to 3, so Gadatsu's relevant, right? So I'm gonna pop Bonnie with Gadatsu 100% of the time here. Control board, pressure life. That's like the name of this game. So I swing because he's got to block if he wants to use that trigger in his life. And I just got to go 6-7 and hold up the Earth Won't Lose. I mean, from here, I just feel in a commanding lead. Like, I have low life, but I have board. Next turn, I'm going to be swinging, like, if he doesn't touch anything, I'm going to be swinging 6-7s, at least. . One blocker's like cool. I'm not that worried. Vegapunk can't attack, so it's like he couldn't have controlled my board with anything but a Nami or other removal. Oh wait, sorry. He took all that time resolving his trigger. So he is gonna have that 6K body, but again, we have the Earth won't lose, so we only like lose cards to Nami and him swinging, and he's got to swing big, which I don't think he's gonna do. He needs to be also be developing cards, right? Frankie, that's like one of the best cards you can put into life, and he swings huge, which I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'll lose one card, and I'm like, wait, can I counter out of this? Oh my gosh, I can counter out of this. Do I? I think if I counter out, I win. Like, that's the reality. I might also just win still. So I swing sixes because I want to drop Norland, which means I have 3 available. Yep. So yeah. So I ended up going 6, 6, 7, 7, and drop the Noland. Put him to 0. Oh, he's at 0 with 4 cards. Wait, I could have gone for game, but okay. Did he block with his blocker yet? Sorry, I'm gonna rewind. Oh, he didn't? Oh, okay, he had a blocker. That's why I didn't load up the Dawn. Okay. I'm like, how many 2Ks has he put in there? But like, either way, I gain a life. He's only got 2 attackers. I have a monstrous board. And I got lots of counter. Look at this. I'm like, wait, can I counter out? I definitely could. Not going to, though. And this time I will. Okay. So that one basically is 2 life because it's going to get him a blocker back. But yeah, we're gonna swing sixes and just like overwhelm him. I'm like 2K 2K, that sucks, but it is what it is. Like he's got 1 card in hand. Not sure why I didn't go I could have used my Dawn better that turn. So that was clearly a mistake. I mean, I only needed to hold up 6 Dawn. But it doesn't matter. I felt super safe. Like there was nothing. I couldn't have messed that game up. Like it was we were in such a good position. So, yeah, that's Vegapunk matchup. All right, let's take a look at Zoro. Man, like now I don't remember if I win or lose these games. I do know that my last 2 games were actually ranked games. I joined that rank ladder. That's been fun. Seems like the games are just as competitive as the normal ones though, so you definitely get different kinds of leaders though when you do the quick join, so anyways, I'm going second against Zoro. I actually chose I didn't choose that, did I? I was like, I wouldn't have chosen to go second, so anyways, here we go. I mean, even in this matchup, you could counter out. I'm not going to. I've got a really good hand, so I could give him a 1K, but honestly, I still don't want to. Like, I'm gonna clear his board, so. There's like some talk about how like you could starve Zoro. I just like, this deck isn't the type of deck that does that, so. I see triple Shura go to the bottom, which is kind of fine. Like, you don't want to draw that card again. Holly. Solid 4-drop play. Swing 6. Now I'll give the 2K. Like, that's good value, right? Like, I want to go to 2, though. Like, gets a buff. And I've got the Kalgara Norland play. So I'm going to gain life. And, like, here I don't have any 2Ks, so. He leaves one up, so, like, he could have the 1-cost event. It honestly doesn't matter, though. I'm just going to Kalgara Noland. Oh, yeah. We're going to control board, always. Control board, then face. Yeah, like, we lose to rushers this way. But, I mean, we kind of lose to rushers either way, so. Yeah, just build a monstrous board. Eventually get him to counter out. He counters out. Like, I don't think you need to do that on Zoro. I think you just save your cards. Because you have all the rush units. You know I'm Kalgara. I'm going to take my own life. He whiffs the shut up and come with us, which is huge for me. If he developed another body there, I'm very scared. Especially look at the number of bricks in my hand. Half of my hand is bricks. And like, I've got a board now, but I do have to be afraid. I have to respect the rushers. He's on 7, so it's like, and Kid Killer is live, so that's unfortunate. 7. I hope I counter out. Yep. Chopper. Not happy about that. Oh, he whiffed Chopper. That's huge for us. Double body is always rough. I'm looking at this. I need to pop Chopper now. So I like Gadatsuing that Chopper and just like swinging. But then I'm like, wait, can I go for game? Like, no, he has way too many cards. Don't try and go for game. That's just a mistake. I need to run him through cards. So I'm like really hoping he counters out, and he does. And now I Gadatsu? Please. Thank you. I'm pretty sure you do that first, though. Because if he takes, like, it ruins my whole play. I'm like, wait. I gotta do 5 before I do 6, right? And, like, maybe even I'm supposed to swing Ohm first, because 4 costs versus 5 costs. I don't know if there's events in Red that care about that. Not that you really should be worried about triggers from Red Zoro. So. Alright, he just keeps pressuring face. I'm like, yeah, if he goes double rusher here, I have to block this. So I counter out now. And I'm like, alright, you can eat my board with whatever rusher you decide to play. And that's not a rusher. And it doesn't search a rusher. So I'm feeling good. Grabs a hiking bear. Chopper. This is all too little too late now. He needs to hit a blocker chopper. He doesn't. That's a wrap. Plays out all his cards. I know he doesn't have counter now. That's game. Looking at his hand at the end, he's got 2 Kitten Killer and a Dragon. I feel like this game would have been much closer if he didn't whiff Chopper and his event. So that's rough. I don't like the decks that are running like away from the animal package though and trying to cut it down. Like I think that's probably just one of your strongest things. So I'd prefer to keep that higher. All right, let's look at our last game against a Rob Lucci. This is ranked. These players are good. So I'm like, this has got to be the worst matchup for me, right? So I mulligan, and Rob Lucci chose to go second. I got a weird hand. No searchers. I got Holly though, which has got to be the first step to winning against Rob Lucci. So I hope I hit more ohms and stage. Shura is just as good as stage. And there's a second ohm. Gadatsu, yeah, Gadatsu's got to be huge in this matchup though for removing Brooks and Kuzan. But now he knows I have it. I have it, so feels less good. Nothing to cheat out. He 2k counters out. That's fine. And I go ahead and pass. And then let me make sure this is on 2x speed. Like this feels a little slow. Alright, Rebecca Brooks. And that was what I was worried about, huh? Swings 5. I should take most attacks. Like I hit Amaru, which I'm like, okay, that's great. Like when we get down to the later game, I have one of the ways to finish this game. So here, whoa, so then I'm committing to, okay, I go 5 life. He counters out, I just Gadatsu the Brooks. I don't want to deal with that. And then like later turns, I still have access to Holly, so. And Gadatsu's a big boy. 6k, cost 5. Minus is on the Shura. Again, I just keep taking. And is he going to who's who to pop my Shura? No. Okay, this is... yeah, I take it back. Maybe this Lucci isn't that good. No offense to my opponent. Maybe you're great and you bricked. Either way, pick up a 2k off upper yard. That's a great top deck because now I can go into my 5 cost wiper. Yeah, so right here I should just be setting up Holly. I'm like, I haven't seen a Holly in a while. Miss. I'm like, man, I'm sending a Kalgara to bottom. That sucks. Because I want to wipe her into a Kalgara. I still hit, though, so I'm very happy. Oh, I already have a Kalgara. Silly me. Oh, I picked it up off of life. Okay, I was like, I did not have a Kalgara. Dude, 2x speed is hard to keep up with. I gotta pause more, maybe. But, okay, yeah. I'm like looking. I have Amaru to deal with this Rebecca. This Lucci's going to die. He needs like a Gecko play. And the Gecko would be pretty devastating here, actually. Clear Gadatsu Wiper. And he's taking his sweet time. It's alright though, this is a complicated situation. Alright, I hit him with the question mark. I'm like, what is going on? You're taking your time here, sir. Okay, he attaches one Dawn. Now I will start countering out, right? Like, I die sometimes here. And Jack is scary. Jack's such a good card. But it is not a Gecko Moria play, which I am ecstatic about. And right here, like, I can go for game. I can go for game. Also, I could just really pressure this Jack. Eight. 7. 7. Wow. And there's no way it's right to go for game here. But honestly, he seems salty, so... You know, he's really taking his time. He's got to be bricked up. That's my guess. Oh, no. Or, oh, yeah. Or I just make a Kalgara Nolan play. He's got 3 attackers. I have a million counter in my hand. He'd have to do this perfectly. 11? I'm like, that seems wrong. And now look at all this. 2, 4, 6. I got the counter. I've got the counter. Yep. And I'm like looking at his hand like, do we for sure win? Wait, sorry, let's look at the end of that again. 2, 2, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so wow. So actually on that last turn, if I would have just put it all on Kalgara, I would have won. I think that's one of the interesting things about playing aggressive decks is you kind of start to see how much opponents actually are bricked up. So, yeah. All right. Now, let's get into the deck tech. Here we go. Oh. And now we're in the bottom corner. Okay. Oh. That's fine. This will work for this video. I'll fix that later. No, my face. There we go. Okay. Oh gosh. This is a disaster. What am I doing? We're not even going to edit this out either, because... Okay, there we go. That's the way we roll. Ignore the mess behind me. And let's look at this list. Alright, Kalgara, standard 4 Ohm, 3 Gadatu, 4 Satori, 4 Shura, 4 Holly, 4 Wiper. And this is one of the changes we made. We moved to 2 Frankie instead of 2 Beige because having the extra body on board potentially is a little more relevant than stopping an attack. That is just my feelings there. The stopping the attack stops games sometimes, but the extra body helps us win games, which is more what we're looking to do. Because sometimes stopping one attack isn't going to win you the game, but an extra body will. Okay, that's like a fallacy, but ignore that. The logic is that having an extra body is going to win me more games than stopping an attack will. Kalgara, Norland, Wiper, all standard. Down to 2 Ace. one Amaru. This life trigger is insane, and also it's searchable with our Shuras and upper yards. So only you like only need one. If it's good in the matchup, and then you search it out. If it's not, you hope it's in life, because it's a great life trigger. Two, you're the one who should disappear. I was kind of sick of the amount of bricks that you have in this deck. Like you need to live, and you need to be able to counter out a lot of the time. So that card helps a lot, and then the rest is standard. Like the 4 Earth Won't Lose, 4 upper yard. The one number that I realize you can start messing around with is this Shura. I think 4 Shura is very aggressive. You really want to see Shura or upper yard in your opening hand, or at least in the top like 2 cards, top 1 card. So basically in the top 6 or 7 cards, you want to see Shura or upper yard. But even when you don't, like playing Wiper on 4 is slept on. It's such a strong play, being able to Wiper into upper yard into the rest of your deck. Like, don't be afraid to drop 4 cost Wiper. It's a great play. Um, and then yeah, that's Kalgara so far. I'll probably do a few more videos of gameplay. I've been really enjoying Kalgara. I think the idea is that everybody thinks like Kalgara is like brainless and not a good deck. Like, but it's strong, and actually like the play lines are intricate. They're just faster games, so it feels simpler. So, anyways, that's it. If you liked the video, leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and leave a comment in the comment section below if you got any comments on the gameplay, any mistakes I might have made, and then leave a comment about the deck list, anything. Anyways, all right, peace out.